Thank you for reminding me again and again. Good morning, sir. Would you please state your name?
Mark Doyle Matthews.
All right, Mr. Matthews.
Yes, sir.
I am seeing you. Give me 1 second to find out why I'm seeing you. Looks like, Mr. Matthews, I'm seeing you on, see, this is CR 250124888. I'm seeing you on a failure to appear or comply with a justice court case. I've been asked by the justice court judge to hold you. I'm going to hold you on a $1,000 cash or secure bond hearing today for you, though, at November 17th. So today at 1 p.m., you're going to be seen on something else. In any case, so you'll be seen on this one as well. I'm going to appoint Robin Ald to represent you, sir. Okay?
Okay.
All right, sir. Good luck. You're excused.
Okay, thank you.
Start recording the minute I begin doing work.
Too bad I'm not in person. I've got an absolute cornucopia of drugs for that exact purpose, Your Honor.
I've been dealing with this for like a month now. I was sick 5 weeks ago. All right, so, ma'am, your name, please?
Mariela Lopez Perez.
I'm sorry, ma'am. Did you say, could you please repeat your name again?
Eso Mariela Lopez Perez.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Lopez Perez. I am seeing you on all right. Sorry, ma'am, a little out of order here. CR 250116553.
Oh, yes, it's about yes, sir. Oh, I told you.
Give me 1 minute here, Ms. Lopez Perez.
And did you hear that stuff?
Lopez Perez, I'm going to set a review hearing in 1 month for you. The bond that was previously set remains. So your next review hearing will be on December 17th at 9 a.m. All right?
Okay, thank you.
Take care. This is the one we already approved. That's why I was so confused for some. Well, I shouldn't have been so confused, but I was. Good morning, ma'am. Please state your name.
Trinda kasing baka.
All right, Ms. Baca. I'm seeing you on a few matters here, okay? I'm seeing you on one count of domestic violence assault, one count of domestic violence disorderly conduct, and then I'm seeing you on 5 different failure to appear cases out of justice court.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
give me 1 second to pull up your files here, ma'am.
Where is?
So,
I thought we had. Oh, sorry. Okay. I thought we had taken care of everything when was before previous.
no, unfortunately. So here's what, so the justice court judge has asked me to hold you on a bond and set a hearing for tomorrow. So I'm going to do that. You're going to be seen tomorrow, 11/18 at 1 p.m. in front of Judge Foster. I'm going to appoint John Illis or John Isles. I'm not sure how to say their name. Maybe you know John. But
The latter.
the latter, thank you, Isles. And set a bond of $500 cash or secured, ma'am. All right.
Okay.
You'll be seen tomorrow, 11/18.
Your Honor, is that concurrent or consecutive?
Consecutive. All right, ma'am. You're excused, ma'am. Okay.
Okay. So am I just for that court, and then tomorrow I'll be released?
Well, I'm going to let Judge Foster and your attorney and the prosecutor's office
Oh.
deal with that, unfortunately. So I'm not sure what will happen tomorrow, but you will be seen tomorrow, and hopefully your attorney can work with you on your case.
Thank you, Judge. Okay.
You're
Ready? Thank you.
Is Jonathan Morales on the phone? Is that Jonathan Morales? Sorry, you broke up. Okay, thank you, sir. Once Ms. Morales sits down and we begin, I'll ask for you to make your statement, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Moreno, Destiny.
Ma'am, could you please state your name?
Destiny Morelos?
Okay, Ms. Morales, I'm seeing you today on CR 250156662. This is 4 counts of disorderly conduct. Today we're going to just establish your conditions of release. Let me begin by saying a couple things, okay? So you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can't be used against you. You have the right to hire an attorney. In some cases, an attorney might be appointed for you. If you're released from jail and you do not appear for a future hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest. All right. Before we discuss the charges and your release conditions, know that I've reviewed information provided to me from law enforcement as well as info in the court's file. And I believe your husband is present on the line as well. All right, Ms. Morales. Jonathan, did you want to be heard?
Yes, I did.
Oh, go ahead, sir.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I just had a couple of questions. I know when I was speaking to the officers, first off, I didn't want to press charges when he initially called. And so I was just looking to state that I didn't want to press charges. And then secondly, I was told that depending on the judge's order, Destiny might not be able to see me or her son Isaiah. as well as might not be able to come back to our apartment. But he does not have any family members here, and so I just wanted to make sure if that was the case. I have somewhere I can stay, and so I just wanted to make sure that if that is the case, I can go somewhere else and he can stay at the apartment.
Thank you, sir. So given that you were on the phone, given that you spoke to pretrial services, given that you don't object to her release or continued communications, Ms. Morales, I'm going to release you. Well, let me ask you this question first. If I set court on December 1st at 10:30 a.m., Mr. Morales, would you mind muting your phone? I'm not sure if there's feedback or not. Thank you. All right. Destiny, if I order you to appear on December 1st at 10:30 in the morning at Pima County Justice Court, will you do so?
Yes, sir, absolutely.
Okay, I'm going to release you on your promise to appear. You'll have court on December 1st at 10:30 in the morning. You may return home. So yes, the court does have the authority to deny that. But given what your husband has said, I'm going to allow you to return home. You may have contact with him. You may have contact with the minor aged child. You may live at that residence. Okay, ma'am, just please go to court on December 1st at 10:30 in the morning. All right?
So thank you.
All right, ma'am. You're excused.
Thank you.
And
Sorry.
look at that. The naming. Definitely. Okay.
Ma'am, could you please state your name?
Aurora Hernandez?
All right, Ms. Hernandez.
Yes, sir.
Good morning. I'm seeing you on CR CM 25042470. This is one count of interference with judicial proceedings, a domestic violence offense.
Yes, sir.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to hire an attorney. In some instances, an attorney might be appointed for you. If you are released from jail and you do not appear for a future hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest. All right, before
Yes.
we get to charges and your release conditions, know that I've reviewed information provided to me from law enforcement as well as information in the court's file.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so in this case, ma'am, if I order you to appear on December 15th at 9 a.m., will you do so?
Absolutely.
Okay, so ma'am, I'm going to release you on your promise to appear at court.
Yes, sir.
The victim in the case does not appear to have a problem with contact with you. However, the reason you're there right now is because the police were called and there was a valid no contact order because of an OOP or an IAH that you were originally served. I think it was a protection order. So because of that protection order, you're facing because you had a protection order and because there's an allegation that you violated it, you're now facing new charges. Do you understand that?
I believe so.
Okay.
Okay.
1 second, ma'am. Moderator, is that for this case? Yes. Ms. Hernandez, give me one minute. The alleged victim is trying to get on to the call.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Is there someone on the phone for Aurora Hernandez?
Yes,
What's her name, ma'am?
it is me.
Amy.
Curtis Pima. Yes.
Okay, and what did you want to say, ma'am?
Um, Honestly, we just I had been trying to take the order of protection off on Aurora. I did consent the permission, thinking that it was all clear, like, but I've been going to trying to take everything off, and I did get consent to the reasons of our situation right now. I had even wrote a letter to her and saying if she may see our son, due to she still has to go through myself and dad.
So, ma'am, I can't comment on where the order of protection was issued. I don't have the
Yeah, I
authority
understand.
to quash it right now or to rule in this case.
Yeah, I understand that.
You'll have to go to the court where the order of protection was issued to get it quashed. On this case, I'm, Ms. Hernandez, I'm going to release you on your promise to appear, okay? I understand, I hear what, Amy is saying. Until this order of protection is actually quashed, you can't have contact with anybody who's on the order of protection, regardless of what the, do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, ma'am.
Understood.
So she has
I
to go and, who has to quash this?
The
Who has to
per- the-
quash the order?
So when you were served with the order, you had the opportunity to ask for a hearing to fight the order. If you didn't do that, then the only way it can be quashed is if the person who got the order in the first place asks for it to be dismissed.
Okay,
I will be doing that. Thank you.
thank you. I'd appreciate that.
All right, ma'am. So you're going to be released on your promise to appear at court December 15th at 9 a.m. in front of Judge Hale. All right?
Yes, sir.
All right, ma'am. You're
Can I
excused.
go home?
As long as home is not with the people who are listed in the order of protection.
Okay,
All right?
yes, sir.
All right, ma'am. Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Ron.
You're welcome. Okay. Sir, can you please state your name?
No, Garcia Moreno.
All right, Mr. Moreno, I'm seeing you on CM2504247. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to hire an attorney. In some cases, one might be appointed. If you're released from jail and you do not appear for a future hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest. You understand all that?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm seeing you on 1 count of assault, 1 count of resisting arrest, and 2 counts of disorderly conduct. Sir, if I set a court hearing on December 15th at 2 p.m., will you promise to appear?
To the best of my ability, sir, I will try to.
Say that again, sir.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
Okay. So I will release you on your promise to appear at court on December 15th at 2 p.m. That's going to be in front of Judge Verena. And, sir, you're excused.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, your name?
Francisco Ortiz.
All right, Mr. Ortiz. Did you hear me discuss the risks of that appearance in your constitutional rights?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then I'm seeing you on CM 2504246. 1 count of assault, 1 count of criminal damage, 2 counts of disorderly conduct. Sir, I'm going to hold you on a $500 cash bond. You may not have contact with Maritza Ortiz, your wife, or your daughter. I believe her name is also Maritza. And you may
Yes, sir.
not return to 1325 West Silver Lake. I'm going to appoint the city public defender to represent you. I'm going to set a court hearing of November 26th at 1:30 p.m. in front of Judge Million. Any questions, sir?
Sir.
All right, sir, you're excused.
Thank you.
Rodriguez. Rodriguez.
Can I have your name, sir?
Exodus Rodriguez.
All right, Mr. Rodriguez, did you hear me go over the risk of not appearing for court as well as your constitutional rights?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that one more time, Your Honor?
Did you hear me go over the risk of not appearing to court as well as the constitutional rights you have?
Yes.
All right. You're charged with CM 2504247 on 2 counts of disorderly conduct, domestic violence offenses. I'm going to hold you on a $500 cash or secured bond. If you are released or even from jail, you may have no contact with Alexis Martinez or Damian Lopez. You may not return to 7260 East Rose Drive. You'll have a video review hearing on November 25th, 2025 at 1:45 p.m. in front of Judge Bond. I'm going to consolidate this case with CM 2402-5569, CM 2503-6597. I'm going to vacate the hearing that you already had set on November 20th.
Your Honor, I also wanted to make it. I'm sorry.
I'm also going to appoint you a city PD to represent you on this matter, okay? Did you have a question, sir?
I just, for the record, I just got a full-time job and I work every day except Monday. I was hoping to possibly be released today so that I wouldn't lose my job or lose what I have going on. I have just recently been able to get myself back onto my feet and doing better things, and this is kind of just the hiccup.
Given the information given in the interim complaint as well as the no contact, sir, I'm going to hold you on that $500 cash or secured bond. Your excuse, sir.
Sanchez.
Your name, please?
Jesus Sanchez.
Mr. Sanchez, did you hear me go over the risk of not appearance as well as the constitutional rights you have?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is CM 25042428. I'm seeing you on 1 count of criminal damage, a domestic violence offense, and 4 counts of disorderly conduct, domestic violence offenses. Sir, I'm going to hold you on a $250 cash or secured bond. You may have no contact with Alba Chavez or Israel Flores. You may not go to 1837 West Saxony. I'm going to appoint the city PD to represent you. I'm going to consolidate this case with PR 25019768. That's a DUI case. I'm going to vacate the hearing on November 17th at 2 p.m. Appoint you a public defender and set a video review hearing for November 26th at 1:30 p.m. in front of Judge Millian. Do you understand, sir?
Yes, sir.
So you're excused.
Torres.
Your name, sir?
Morning, sir. I'm Mabel Ochoa.
Okay, Mr. Ochoa. Did you hear me go over the risks of not appearing for court as well as your constitutional rights?
Yes, sir.
Right. I'm seeing you on CM 25042471 today. This is 1 count of criminal damage, domestic violence, 1 count of disorderly conduct, domestic violence.
Yes, sir.
Sir, if I release you, do you have somewhere to go that is not 5013 East Chickweed?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm going to release you. And will you appear on December 16th at 2 p.m. in City Court?
Yes, sir. Could I have a piece of paper to give me the information?
You will. So that at that address 5013 East Chickwood, you may not go back there, but do you need to go back there to to get property?
Yes, sir. Would that be okay?
Yep. All right. So you've got court December 16th at 2 p.m. in front of Judge Mayhew.
Okay.
I'm going to release you on your promise to appear at court. You may have no contact with Isabel Torres or Ariel Ochoa. You may not go to 5013 East Chickwood, except you may return one time with law enforcement to get your personal belongings.
Okay.
Understand all this, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir, you're excused.
Thank you.
Eager. Rachel, Weaver, Lewis. Yeah.
Ma'am, will you please state your name?
Lacey Jean Weaver?
Ms. Weaver, did you hear me go over the risks of not appearing for court as well as the constitutional rights you have?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, ma'am. I'm seeing you on CM 24040545, 250000362, 250300256, and 250343885. These are all possession of drug paraphernalia charges. Ma'am, I'm going to release you. However, I'm only releasing you. I understand you're being held on a felony bond. I'm going to release you and set a non-transport review hearing on December 19th at 9 a.m. and appoint the city PD. They might be able to help you with these charges without you needing to appear for court. I can't promise you that, but that will be the first court hearing you have, okay? You won't be transported, but you'll be represented by counsel. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, I would like to advise you that she does have a spirit court.
I saw that. That's why I'm going to do the non-transport review hearing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I'll let your city attorney, Ms. Weaver, work out any time credit issues you're entitled to, depending on what they do on these drug paraphernalia charges, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Good luck. You're excused. Thank you, Joe Jail.
Thank you. You guys have the. Yes.
Sir, your name, please.
Carlos Pizano.
I'm sorry, say Carlos Antonio Zapata.
Yes, it's Carlos Antonio Pizano.
You, sir. So did you hear me go over the risk of not appearing for court and the constitutional rights you have? You did, okay. All right, sir, I'm seeing you on CM 250424474. This is one count of assault domestic violence, one count of disorderly conduct domestic violence. I'm going to hold you on a $100 cash bond, set a video review hearing for November 26th at 1:30 p.m. in front of Judge Million. If you are released or even from the jail, you may have no contact with Thamara Lopez. And if you're released, you may not go to 1120 East Irvington. I'm going to appoint the city public defender to represent you, sir. Do you understand that?
So the bond is again?
Sorry?
How much was the bond?
$100.
$100. Okay.
Cash only, $100 cash.
Okay.
All right, sir. You're excused.
Thank you.
Feedback.
mental health court and beating court have the same in and out date for videos. Have different updates.
Sir, your name? Sir, will you please take, oh, you're not reading it. Yeah, thank you, Joe. Sir, will you please take your name?
Ruben L. Guarenia.
All right, Mr. Guarenia. You have the right to bring yourself. Anything you say can't be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney. I'm going to appoint the city PD in this case. If you're released from jail and do not appear for a future hearing, a warrant is issued for your arrest. Before we discuss the charges and your release conditions, know that I've reviewed information provided to me from law enforcement, as well as information in the court's file.
Yes, sir.
So, sir, I'm going to hold you on a $500 cash or secured bond. You may have no contact with Marisa Guarina.
Your Honor,
If I may,
You may.
I work two jobs, and we both have a 2-year-old that has a cleft lip and palate. She just had surgery. She she needs help. Like my jobs are what's helping us get through things.
All right. Regardless, I'm going to hold you on a $500 cash and secured bond. Set a video review hearing for November 26th at 1:30 p.m. in front of Judge Millian. Appoint the city PD to represent you and help you on this case, sir. Again, still, you may not have any contact with Marisa Guarina, and you may not return to her residence without judging with these conditions, which she might do, sir. All right? Your excuse, sir.
Okay. Dario, come over here, please. I'm gonna see you right there.
Sir, your name, please.
Benjamin Carrillo.
Mr. Correa, give me 1 minute here. Sorry. All right. All right. Mr. Carrillo and
Sir.
you in the courtroom. I'm going to read you all your charges, but first, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to hire an attorney, and in some instances, an attorney might be appointed for you. Those of you who are here on felony matters also have an attorney sitting right next to you. If you're released from jail and do not appear at a future hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Before we discuss the charges and your release conditions, know that I've reviewed information provided to me from law enforcement, as well as information in the court's file, information from the the county attorney's office, and I'll hear from counsel if you're here on a felony matter. All right, Mr. Carrillo, I'm seeing you on CR 25015-661. This is one count of disorderly conduct involving weapons. Neil, I've read your recommendation. My inclination was to release Mr. Carrillo to pretrial services. Tatiana, do you want to be heard?
No, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Carrillo, I'm going to release you to pretrial services. You must do whatever monitoring pretrial services requires of you or asks of you. I'm going to appoint the I'm going to appoint the Pima County Public Defender's Office to represent you. Set a preliminary hearing on December 8th at 1:30 p.m. That court date is very unlikely to go. Make sure you speak to counsel before then, okay, sir?
Sir.
All right, sir. Check in with pretrial and you're excused.
Yep. Yes, continue here.
I'm Alejandra Diaz.
Alejandra? Are you saying anything?
I'm Alejandra Diaz.
Oh, okay, sorry. Yes, please, okay.
Ma'am, your name, please.
Alejandra Diaz Jimenez.
All right, Ms. Diaz-Jimena. You're here on?
I'm sorry?
I'm sorry, I'm looking at the case number, trying to find the case number here. Apologies. You're here on CR 20254375. One count of possession of a dangerous drug, one count of possession of drug paraphernalia. Ma'am, we're gonna try this again, okay? I'm gonna release you to pretrial services. That's my inclination at least. Neil, I'll let you hear, argue further, or Tatiana.
Stay 2 minutes.
Ma'am, we're gonna try this again. I'm reading what pretrial wrote. They're indicating that you may not have received notice about your court date. You now have an arraignment on That's great. Ma'am, you now have an arraignment on November 24th. That's actually in front of me in 7 days. If you don't appear for your arraignment on Monday, the 24th at 1:30 p.m., and I remember, I'm going to issue a warrant for your arrest. You understand that?
Thank you. I understand.
Okay, so you have court November 24th, 1:30 p.m. I'm going to appoint the Pima County PD's office to represent you. Checking with pretrial. Pretrial will also tell me, they'll say, hey, Judge, either Ms. Diaz-Jimenez did contact us or she did not. All right, so contact pretrial, come to court on November 24th at 1:30 p.m. You'll be sitting in the courtroom gallery. I'll welcome you, okay?
Thank you.
Understand that, ma'am?
Yes. Yes, yes.
You understand? Okay, ma'am, you're excused, all right?
Thank you. Thank you, Anna.
I wanted to make sure it was an arraignment.
Mr. Darling?
Your name, please, sir?
Edward John Garlic, good.
All right, Mr. Garlic, I'm seeing you on a few cases here. Before we begin, Mr. Garlic, did you hear me go over the risks and rights that you have, the risks of non appearance and the rights you have?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So I'm seeing you on one count of burglary in the 3rd degree, 2 counts of that, sorry, 1 count of possession of a dangerous drug, 1 count of possession of a narcotic drug, and a Maricopa County warrant for possession of drug paraphernalia. So counsel, my inclination is to hold Mr. Garlic on a $1,100 cash and secured bond. Maricopa's asked me to hold him, releasing him to Pima County doesn't make sense if he's going to be held in the jail on the Maricopa County case anyway. But Tatiana, do you want to be heard?
Oh, very briefly, is this bond for both cases? Because there is the drug cases and, okay.
The Pima County bond will be, my inclination is to hold him on a $1,100 bond for both Superior Court cases, and then honor the Maricopa County bond.
Okay. My only question about the drug case, because it's stated over there that his steps eligible, is he still eligible to participate in this program?
I'm not sure if the Texas is going to make him eligible given the warrant out of Maricopa County. I think that's been an issue before, but I'll still
Unlikely, Your Honor.
I'll still set a steps hearing on November 24th at 9 a.m., sir. So you'll have a steps hearing that you may or may not be transported for on November 24th. You'll also have a preliminary hearing on December 1st at 1:30 p.m. that is unlikely to go. I'm going to appoint the Pima County PD's office to represent you. Just make sure you speak to your attorney about anything and everything happening with your cases, and they'll be able to explain to you whether your step's eligible, what's going to happen going forward, and what's happening in Maricopa. All right, sir?
Yes.
All right, sir. You are excused then. 1 second, sir, okay?
Sure, thank you.
And Judge, you're gonna get a call right now about the previous case.
Sorry, I guess there was some confusion, Tatiana. I don't know, if you'll have contact with Mr. Garlick again. The $1,100 is concurrent as to the Pima County cases. I can't make it concurrent with the Superior Court case in Maricopa County. All right, sir, your name?
Sean Hancock.
All right, Mr. Hancock, did you hear me go over the risk of not appearance as well as your constitutional rights?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Hancock, I'm seeing you on CR 250156664. This is 1 count of possession of a dangerous drug, 1 count of possession of a narcotic drug, and then you have some city court cases as well, all for failing to appear for criminal trespassing. My inclination, counsel, is to release Mr. Hancock on his promise to appear and to pretrial services. Does either counsel wish to be heard further?
No, Your Honor.
Very briefly, because the pretrial services also indicate that his steps and diversion eligible, meaning we need to have a court hearing date and we will be waiving PH time to get to that.
Thank you very much, Tatiana. Yes. So, sir,
Sure.
if I order you to appear at your steps hearing, will you do that?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to set a steps review hearing on November 24th at 9 a.m. Please appear.
Okay.
Well, let me ask you a question first.
Yes, sir.
Do you want to participate in a program that might require you to go through some drug counseling, and in exchange for that, they'll dismiss these charges? Does that sound like an option you want to entertain?
Yeah, I was gonna go to Buena Vista today or later on this weekend or this week. But yeah, so it sounds like about the same thing. Is that correct? Or
So yes, it is about the same thing. I'm not going to speak any further on it. You can go to so please go to your steps review hearing on November 24th at 9 a.m. Okay, they'll decide whether or not your steps eligible. I am going to set a preliminary hearing date out. Thank you. I'm going to set a preliminary hearing for January 2nd at 1:30 p.m. That court date is not going to go, but it is the last date the state can indict you. Bottom line here is go to your steps review hearing and please stay in touch with your attorney, okay? I'm going to release you to pretrial services just so you've got someone to call and they'll let the court know what's going on with you, all right? If you need help with housing right now, there's a blue line when you exit the jail that will kind of lead you to a transition center. Go there and they might be able to help you with getting into a rehabilitative program and housing, sir, all right?
Thank you very much, sir.
I'll have counsel on this one. Go ahead, point the PD. That's all right. Is it PD? All right, sir, I'm going to appoint the Pima County PD's office to represent you, all right?
okay,
Now, on the city matter, I'm seeing you on CM 24007416, 24009129, 24015419, and 25008443. Again, Those are all kind of failure to appears, okay? One's for paraphernalia, 3 are for trespass. If I set a hearing on December 16th at 9:30 in the morning, can you make that?
December 16th, you said?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I can do that.
And we'll give you paperwork, all right, sir? It's going to be at city court. I'm going to release you on your promise to appear. Do not go to any location where you've been trespassed. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yes, sir.
All right. So really, please go to the transition center. I know that doesn't mean a whole lot right now, but if you remember when you're released, please go.
Okay.
All right, sir. So I'm going to appoint, no, I'm not. I'm going to set that court hearing on December 16th, 9:30 a.m. with orders not to go to any incident location where you've been trespassed.
Okay.
All right, sir. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
All right, sir. You're excused.
Thank you very much.
Dean. Here, go back up, please. It's
Give me 1 second. Sorry, sir.
Good staff, sir.
Yeah, why is it saying next court date hasn't been set yet? Right. Having a computer problem here, sir. Give me 1 minute here.
Yes, sir.
Next court date has not been set, but it has been set. Oh, that's why. I'm in the wrong year. All right, sir. It's operator error. What's your name?
Austin Lee.
Mr. Lee, did you hear me go over the risks of not appearance as well as your constitutional rights?
Yes, sir, I did.
I'm seeing you, sir. Actually, give me 1 second to find out what I'm seeing you on. All right, I'm seeing you on CR 202405542. 1 count of trafficking and stolen property. All right, it looks like mail might not have gotten to you. So because mail didn't get to you, a warrant was issued at your arraignment. If I release you on your promise to appear to go to your arraignment on November 24th, will you do so?
Yes, sir.
All right. That'll be in front of me. I might remember this, all right? So
Yes,
if you don't appear for your arraignment on November 24th at 1:30, I'm going to issue another warrant for your arrest. Understand?
yes, sir.
All right, so I'm going to appoint the Pima County PD's office to represent you. Set the arraignment for November 24th at 1:30 p.m. And you've been hearing me say this court hearing likely will not go. Your court hearing will absolutely go. Understood?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. Unless there's any questions, you're excused.
Do I get any type of paperwork? They're going to give to you. Okay, that's all I need to know. Thank you.
Yes, the truck.
Oh, ma'am, your name, please?
Monica Amelia Murphy.
Okay, Ms. Murphy. Did you hear me go over the risk of not appearing for court as well as your constitutional rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Murphy, I'm seeing you on CR 250156667. 1 count of unlawful use of means of transportation. 1 count of criminal damage. My inclination is to release you on your promise to appear and to pretrial services. That means you check in with pretrial services and appear at a court date on December 8th. Will you do that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So,
Judge, we do need to correct her name because the Chavez is also part of her name. Can you say it?
Yes, Monique Amelia Ray Chavez is my new legal name.
Ms. Murphy, thank you, Tatiana, at your arraignment, please tell the judge at the arraignment, they have court paperwork that will be carbon copied and they'll make that appropriate change, all right?
Okay, Your Honor.
All right. So I'm going to release you on your promise to appear as well as to pretrial services. So you've got to call pretrial services when you get out. I'm going to appoint the county PD's office to represent you. Set a court date of December 8th at 1:30 p.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Give me 1 second, ma'am. Hold on. For now, ma'am, I don't have a whole lot of information about the alleged victims, but I'm going to say no contact with the alleged victims. Is that going to be a problem?
No, Your Honor.
So no contact with the alleged victims, ma'am. You're excused.
Thank you.
Your name, please?
Jeffrey Stool.
Mr. Sewell, did you hear me go over the risks of not appearing for court and your constitutional rights?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is CR 25015-659. Mr. Sewell, I'm seeing you on 1 charge. Give me a second. 1 charge of burglary in the 2nd degree. I see there's a Department of Corrections hold as well. And I've got a city court case. My inclination is to hold you on a $5,000 bond that's been requested by the county attorney's office. If you post that bond, you're going to go back to DOC. Tatiana, do you want to be heard?
Just ask for the nominal bond.
Okay. I'm going to hold you on that $5,000 cash and secured bond, sir. I'm going to set a in custody preliminary date of December 1st. That is unlikely to go, sir. Talk to your attorney. I'm going to appoint the Pima County PD's office to represent you. If you are released, no contact with the alleged victims on this case. All right, I'm also seeing you on a city court matter, sir. On this one, I'm actually going to release you. However, I understand you're being held. What I'm going to do is set a non-transport review hearing. I hope that your city PD, who I'm also appointing, can deal with your city court cases without your presence, okay, given that you have a DOC case, a DOC hold, as well as a Superior Court case. You understand that, sir?
Sure.
All right, so you'll have a non-transport review hearing on December 19th at 9 a.m. in front of Judge Bond. Again, you won't be transported for that. All right, sir. With that, you're excused.
All right, thank you.
That does it.
Excellent. We'll make it before 10.
Bye, y'all.
Good day.